Good morning, good morning, good morning. Hopefully y'all are having a good spring break, or you had a good spring break. Probably had, unless it's this week, in which case hopefully you have a good one, or had a good one. It. What are you doing, crazy boy? That outside kitten that comes into our house. He wants some of those sausages, but he's not going to get one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Alright, so we're continuing on with the Hunter, the redone Hunter's Beginner's Guide with Chu Ying. Chu Ying. This is just what it randomized. I didn't pick Chu Ying because I feel like Chu Ying is they're both last names in Chinese, it feels like, but what do I know? I don't know anything when it comes to Chinese names. Japanese names I know a little more in terms of like what a last name is. Okay, we're headed off to Nazmir. But yes, this guide, as I've said before and will say again, is aimed at people who are new to the game and want to level a character as opposed to buying a boost. This is designed for you to learn the ins and outs of WoW questing. WoW questing is pretty linear. It used to be less linear, although I don't know, man. You can make an argument for the minute you know how to do something, it becomes linear. Like, there's not a whole lot of options. Like, if you go where the quests are in WoW Classic, like Classic era, if you run out of quests, then everybody goes to the next area that has quests, or you grind dungeons. Like, you could make the argument that that's also pretty linear, pretty set in stone. If you're a mage, forget about it. All the grind spots are always the same. You can find other places as long as they have mobs of the level that you need, but most people will recommend to you that you do the grind spots that they do because they're usually the most efficient.
Easy now, princess. Hey, we best be taking this slow. I need to scout the
What
area.
is linear? Truly.
We'll be setting up a base in the ruins nearby. You two be careful now. I be having a bad feeling about this.
Excuse me. Hopefully none of this stuff was an upgrade. Gotta scroll. Maybe we'll actually finish this quest. Like I said, it shows up whenever you loot a rare chest that you can see on the map, the little silver chest on your mini-map. Anytime you loot one of those, you have a chance to loot a Tortolan Sea Scroll. And that'll start a quest chain, and that means that you have to loot at least 12 chests if you're really lucky, but it's more like 24 chests. If you're unlucky, it's even more than that, so you may not actually finish this quest while you're done with your whole questing journey throughout Zul'jian.
May your vestments be adorned with the skulls of your enemies. I will not leave my people's corpses like this.
But questing in WoW is not so bad. It can be overwhelming at first, the buttons can be overwhelming, but it all depends on what you start with. You should start with something simple and then work your way up once you're comfortable with WoW's combat. Like, Hunter It's pretty simple. It doesn't, like, you're not gonna miss much if you pick a Beast Mastery Hunter. Like I said, we're just using barb shot on you, multi-shot to start Beast Cleave. As soon as they get below 20% health, you hit them with Kill Shot. Does a lot of damage. It certainly hits harder than Kill Command does right now. Okay, hit him with the Barb Shot, Kill Command, Cobra Shot, he's dead. Hit this dude with the Barb Shot, Kill Command, Cobra Shot, Kill Shot, dead. They're usually dead after that series of hits. Barb Shot on you, multi-shot on you. Barb Shot on this one. Hit him with the Silencing Shot. If you want to level super fast, I would recommend a Pandaren just because every time you log out at an inn, I mentioned this in the first guide. I don't think I've mentioned it in this one so far, so forgive me. But once you're done adventuring for the day, make sure you log out in a major city or an inn because you gain double experience that you can cash out. It's like you gain future experience that you can cash out the next time you get experience. Not for quest experience, just for like quest mobs and stuff. So you'll notice that Blood Troll Hunter Hexer dies over here, and in parentheses you see that I got double experience because I have rested experience. Pandarans gain twice the amount and lose half as much. Well, I think they lose half as much rested experience compared to other races. So Pandarans, that just means that they get double experience for like 50% longer than everybody else. I think 50% is the number. Let's check really quickly. Just hit P, go under General. You can see your racial abilities here. So Pandarans have Quaking Palm, which is an incapacitate. They have Bouncy, which they take half from fall damage. Epicurean, they gain double the bonus stats from food effects. Gourmand, they get increased cooking skill. And Inner Peace, they earn twice as much rested experience. Okay, so yes, I think rested experience caps out to like a full level. That just means that they'll reach the rested experience cap quickly compared to other races, which is good. That just means even if you log out for like a day or two, you're gonna come back with like a full level's worth of rested experience on Pandaren, which just means that you'll level up faster on Pandaren.
Do not presume to intimidate me, Athena. I will strike you down, along with this master of yours. You be facing the power of Gahoon.
Who?
It be hopeless to try to stop us. Let me show you. You will not escape me, Athena, no matter what dark voodoo you command.
Whatever fuck voodoo you do.
I will not give up. Not when we are this close to killing the leader of these monsters.
Hey, a time of revelation, except I've not been reading out the quest, sorry. Except the time of revelation. Okay, we have a point. I think I want to get Barbed Wrath. Oh shit, we've had Bestial Wrath this whole time. Uh-oh, that's a pretty important ability. So that's my bad for not realizing that. And then there's more. So spell cooldown. Again, this is a mod called Tell Me When. You can use something like weak auras if that's something you prefer. I think it comes pre-packaged with a lot of stuff that people have already made, so you don't have to do it yourself. But I've gotten used to using Tell Me When. I'll maybe eventually make the switch over to weak auras, but I kind of like Tell Me When. Bestial Wrath. Let me swap. Hey, this is kind of like your priority system. Like, you want to use, like, Bestial Wrath, like, kind of at the beginning, because that increases all your damage by, like, 20%. So, you and your pet's damage by 20%. And then there's more. Okay, we're escaping this cutscene because the sound is all wonky. Run, little princess. For some reason, me voice lines aren't working.
I do not fear you or your monsters.
For some reason, me voice lines aren't working.
They are not following us. Looks like we are in the clear. If they free that monster, the blood trolls will be unstoppable. Even with you and the horde on our side, it will not be enough. We need.
I don't think we've even done. Yeah, this is legit the beginning, so.
I hear the others nearby.
We're done with the intro to Nazmir. This is our first kind of quest hub. Excuse me, there's just a series of quests to be done here.
I thought you said these things be just a bunch of swamp natives.
This Gahoon must be feeding them power.
Hey, turn into time of revelation, accept the aid of the Loa. Let's discuss what we can do to fight the trolls. I'm gonna run over here while she's talking to accept this wanted quest. Wanted Tojek. Accept that, it's over here on the wall.
The Loa, they be ancient, powerful beings, princess. How do you know if any are even in this swamp?
Nazmir is a cursed place, but one where the Loa rest. Stand back. I will find out which of them is here.
Hyrik, the Batloa. Oh, that's Torga.
There, Torga, the turtle Loa. He is benevolent and wise. I know he will help us.
Sure hope he's not dead.
See who else is here.
I hope he's alive.
The frog Loa, Kragwa. He is in Nazmir. Kragwa is a strong Loa who will not tolerate the evil of the blood trolls. Ah, Hyrik, the bat Loa. He must be somewhere in Nazmir. That cunning Loa will know how to stop this.
Oh,
One Samdi, the Loa of death. A powerful Loa, but crafty and dangerous. Always making deals.
yeah, your father might know something about that. What do you mean?
He is close.
Nothing, nothing.
Closer than all the other Loa.
He's always nearby.
We're gonna make a deal with the Loa of death, the turtle Loa, the bat Loa, and the frog Loa. All to stop the blood trolls.
This is the only way to save my people, Rokan. I am willing to give up everything for their safety. Are you with me?
Just buying some food while they're talking about stuff.
I fight to protect.
Every innkeeper you see sells food. They don't really talk about that. They kind of talk about that you can buy,
We gotta go.
like at Excel's Reach, you can see that there's like vendors and stuff, but innkeepers specifically sell food. So if you're going to be out adventuring, you're going to want to visit an innkeeper first to stock up on some food. And we're not going to have to heal too much, I don't think. I think our healing days are over because our pets have pretty much taken over our fighting duties, you know, Frankie and what did I call you? Frankie and Jangolo. And then there's more. Once you name them once, you can't name them again. I was going to call them Winky and Blinky, but that's fine. I was going to change their names to Winky and Blinky. If we see any buzzards, we can get some buzzards too. It doesn't really matter as much. They've simplified a lot of like the pet system, which again, that's a subjective thing of whether or not you think it's good. But ferocity pets generally do more damage, so you want ferocity pets. Okay, so let's hit them with the Bestial Wrath, multi-shot, barb shot on you, barb shot on you. And now I'm just hitting them with the multi. Kill shot, dude. So yes, 20% increased damage while Bestial Wrath is active, I'm gonna be need to using this ceremonial dagger to absorb their mojo. Don't forget to absorb the mojo. Pray for mojo. What'd you bring me, Richmond? Oh, here we go again. Oh, we have misdirection. I didn't talk about this, but this spell places all of the aggro onto your pets. So I'll target Frankie, hit him with the misdirection, and then hit these dudes with... Huh. It says that Bestial Wrath is available, but why is it not going off? Something's not right. It's probably because I have it as a macro. And is there a... Oh, it's a cast sequence, that's why. I don't have Death Chakram, that's why. That would be why. That's some super advanced stuff that we can get into later, maybe. But I don't have Death Chakram yet, so it wouldn't work. Bestial Wrath on you. Keep hitting him with a multi-shot. I don't think we have Kill Cleave yet, so any extra...
Not ready yet.
focus I have, I just want to keep spamming multi-shot. So that I just have Kill Cleave up like all the time. Oops. Interrupted him too late, that's okay.
I cannot do that yet.
Barb shot on you. He'll command. Remember, we picked up this talent down here, Barbed Wrath. Every time you use Barbed Shot, it reduces the cooldown of Bestial Wrath. So, I mean, you still want to be smart. You don't want to, you know, it's a 9-second dot. You don't want to... use it too much. Overuse it, because Barb Shot is kind of like your hidden... Well, check this out. All these bugs came out of them. Ew. Ooh. What was I saying? Oh, yeah, Barb Shot. You don't want to... Because the dot doesn't stack, so... You're going to want to use it conservatively. But in AoE situations, it's fine. Like, if you have 2 stacks, put it on 2 different enemies. But what Barb Shot does is it makes your pets attack, like, 30% faster at 3 stacks, I think. And you always want them to have, like, 3 stacks of Frenzy. That's your ultimate goal, is to have them at 3 stacks of Frenzy. I don't think it's always pop. Like, maybe you needed, like, a whole lot of haste. Like, I'd have to see if Barb Shot is reduced by haste effects. It is, so maybe you want enough haste to the point where it's up, like, to always have 3 stacks of Frenzy. I have a trinket for you. 2,000 experience. Like I said, that's half of a quest, which is nutty. You're gonna want to really be getting those chests. It's really worth your time and effort to get those chests. Seeing Janny just opens up all kinds of extra experience possibilities for you in these zones. And you get free loot, which sells for cash. Cashforgold.com. Turn in Pulling Fangs. Turn in Crocolisk Life. Sorry, I've not been reading out the quests. I'll get back to doing that. I was too busy talking about other things of sorcerers and kings. Oh shit, I accidentally sold my food. I can sell these. They only heal me for 80 health. So, excuse me. Sorry, I got phlegm in my throat. So I'll pick up safe flying, except terrorizing their eggs, except there's no eye in Sky Terror. Now we're just running to this mountain over here and killing all the things. That's what you do when you quest in WoW. But really, it's about the journey. It's about going from 0 to hero. That's why my thumbnails look like that. You start at level 1, you only have one ability, and you see that power progression. That part still exists. Whether or not you dislike the more linear nature, quote-unquote linear nature of WoW's questing now is completely subjective. But if you like that feeling of going from weak to strong, it's still very much a part of the leveling game. It's just that people who have been playing this game for years at this point don't level again. Like, they have their characters that they've only leveled once, pretty much, and that was their 1 to 60 journey. After that point, they've only ever leveled the 10 extra levels that come with new content, new expansions. Like, they don't go back and level again from 1 to 70 or 1 to 80 or 1 to 85. They carry their characters on with them. So, of course, leveling isn't appealing to them because they already have characters that they're attached to, so they don't need to level again. But if you're new, this is your time to experience the game proper, you know, quote unquote proper. It may not be for everybody, but you really should give WoW leveling a chance. Give peace a chance. Kill shot on you. Okay. Because I love you. My heart's an open door, whatever. I forgot what that dude's name was. It was like Shuni B Bad, something or other. He was he didn't make it out of the early 90s. He was like an early 90s R&B singer, I think. I just remember my aunt had that record, or it was a cassette tape, I forget. It was from the 90s. You'd have to be there. Some of you will have been born after that time, or some of you are like me and you were born slightly before it. I was born in 88, so I grew up in the 90s. Really, what does it mean to grow up? Like, if you want to talk about, like, when I was a teenager, I was a teenager technically in the early 2000s, you know? Okay, this one respawned. Let's just go kill him. Or grab this one, I guess. Get him, boys! Again, you want to hit him with the Bestial Wrath before you hit him with... Ooh? Oh, it's plate. Hit him with the Bestial Wrath before you hit him with a kill command, just because it'll do 20% increased damage. Okay, turn in safe flying, turn in terrorizing their eggs, turn in that's no eye in Sky Terror. We get a ring or a trinket, which that needs to be upgraded. Level 30, so now you have access to flying.
I cannot use it.
What? Oh, wrong one. Okay, accept the blood of my enemies, accept my head and shoulders. Yes, we now have access to flying. So you'll now have access to flying at this point there. There's a chest over here.
I am out of range.
Tortolan Sea Scroll. Let's see if we get lucky. Luck be a lady tonight. We 2 in a row. That's pretty lucky. You can kill these things manually, but there's a thing in your inventory that instantly kills them. I would recommend using that. For whatever reason, this particular bonus quest takes like forever to complete. Like, you get very tiny amounts of completion for killing the enemies associated with it. I actually took damage because my dudes don't come to my honor. They don't defend me. Put it on you. Let me do this. I'm like, there's no way I'm not close enough to these dudes. Like, come on now. So they're all grouped up. I'm gonna go ahead and throw this in there. Because these dudes, like, regen their health. So you gotta watch out. Also step on the eggs. Each one of these eggs is like 1%. So there's 6% right there. It's just a very tiny amount, dude. It's crazy how little experience you get for doing the objectives in this bonus area. And these leeches, they're no joke. They all hit you at once. They deal decent damage to you. But we're collecting the dude's armor. I don't know how his armor got discarded, but it did. I don't know how his armor got here, but it did. So we're collecting his stuff for him. That's not it. That's not it at all. So we got his helm. Like I said, once your pets really start going, you can't stop them. Once you pop, the fun don't stop. Once they pop off, it's hard to put them back inside the can. Once you pop the cork. Go ahead and drop this right here. Okay, these dudes are like stuck inside these bones, so I gotta like really be close to them so that like this thing works on them. This is just great. Let's keep moving, y'all. It's not worth focusing on a buggy mess. He's just stuck over there in the bones. It's fine. Also, you remember we picked up that Tojek quest. He's just up here, so we're gonna go take care of him right now. That little bomb thing is still in your inventory. You can still use it to kill the leeches. If you happen to pull any. So we're going to leave the area for a little bit just to go kill Tojek in the plains of Tojek, which is funny, I guess. Dude is so well known that he has a whole area named after him. Hit my pets with the misdirection, barb shot, kill command. Another barb shot, another kill command. Okay, barb shot, bestial wrath, kill command, cobra shot, kill shot, dead. Like I said, dudes, once your pets get going, they don't stop. Oh, we can technically fly. I forgot about that part. I took the time to farm this mount out myself. You have to use alchemy to craft it. Still doing this bonus objective, which, for whatever reason, the ticks don't count towards the bonus objective. It'd be so nice if they did, because then, you know, we could be getting this quest done faster, but they don't, so. Legit, you only get credit for killing Sorolisk and stomping on the eggs, and it's kind of obnoxious. They only give you 4%, so you have to kill 25 Sorolisks. And I don't know if there's 25 of them up at any given time, but like 25, that's a lot. And even if I were to able to like bring them all together, I feel like there's not a huge group of them up at any time. Pull you. Let's pull you. Let's pull you. And let's pull you. Okay. This needs 17 more %, so that's 4 Sorolisks and 1 egg. Which is, you know, it is what it is. This one is definitely the slowest. And now we only need 2 Sorolisks, so barb shot on you, barb shot on you, multi-shot, 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 kill shot, dead. Like a shit. This one's the slowest one for whatever reason. At least it feels really slow. Killing 25 dudes is a lot even in this version of the game. Okay. Gotta wait for him to put his clothes on. That's the leather set for this zone. Urok's True Death, accept Urok's True Death. Okay, Barb Shot, Bestial Wrath, Kill Command, Barb Shot, Cobra Shot, Kill Command, Cobra Shot, Barb Shot, Kill Command, Kill Shot, dead. It's not too bad, like I said. It's one of the classes that doesn't depend on gear as much as other classes. Alright, now we're flying northeast to the Terrace of Shadows, I think that place is called.